Hey everybody, welcome back to the weekly vlog. This week we're going to be talking about the schedule, as well as how I want to play some more classic PC games on the show. First for the schedule, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we've got King's Quest VI with Whatageek and Brandon. Tuesday and Thursday, more Deadly Premonition with Whatageek. Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m., as well as Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m., we have Crusader Kings 2. Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m., we have some Terraria, as well as later this week, more Terraria, if I get a chance to stream it, which I should be able to. We'll see how my health holds up. And Sunday at 4 p.m., as always, streaming Crusader Kings 2. I've been having a big hankering recently to play a lot more classic PC games, mostly just because I've been browsing a lot of goodoldgames.com and seeing their games library and everything. And I remember a lot of people used to find me, like, way back in the day through a Disciples 2 Let's Play I did, specifically of the Legion of the Damned saga, which is, like, the campaign mode. They're, like, flying hell demon guys. And that Let's Play was horrible, but most of my Let's Plays way back then, like 6-7 years ago, were horrible. But a lot of people really wanted to see me play the rest of the game, and I've had those comments over the years, less so now. But I do really love that game, and I actually have a pretty good way of capturing it now for live streams, and honestly, because it's such a long game, I think it might be a better suited game for live streams, because then I can talk with the chat a lot during the slower periods of the game, because there are a lot of slow periods of that game. And that kind of made me go down the rabbit hole of wanting to play all kinds of these old games. Some of them that I'm familiar with and some of them that I'm less familiar with, but that everyone have told me is awesome, and they look like the kinds of games that'd be up my alley. Like, you know, Disciples and Disciples 2, I love those games. You guys know I love my weird old Eurojank games, so I play Kanung. I want to finish that playthrough sometime soon. It's just the amount of busy work you do between episodes to make that game playable, I guess, is astonishing. So I'm right near the end of the game, but I need to really settle down for a few hours of power leveling in that game, mostly through just making potions and buying potions, which is really dumb. Warlords Battlecry 3, which is a very janky and yet really fun RTS with, like, RPG elements from back in the day, where it's like, the game was like 2004, but I think they used the same game engine as their first game, which was like 1996. So it is baffling that that even works. And then there's ones that I have not played or have barely played, like Gothic and Gothic 2, everyone tells me are awesome. And I think I've seen a bit of Gothic 2 or 3. I always hear 3 is bad. But they look like games that would be up my alley, and I own all of them. There was like a pack sale one day forever ago, so I just bought them. And Patrician 3, which I played like a couple of hours of years and years ago, and I remember it being really awesome, but I had to put it down because I was just too busy with other stuff. So I want to play a lot more of those classic PC games on the show. That's kind of how my show not started, but there was an era of my show where I played a lot of classic PC games, and I just kind of want to go back to that. Not like it's all I'm gonna do or anything. Probably just gonna be streaming a lot of these and, you know, dumping the VODs of them over onto YouTube if anyone wants to catch them there. But I'd love to stream a lot of these old PC games. I love this shit. Would love to do a series on Pharaoh someday, although that game is incredibly long. It's still a really fun city builder. And then normally this is the part where I'd go into, like, Patreon shoutouts, and I'd go into all of that other crap, because I would be segueing. I'd be doing my adverts for my own stuff where you can get me paid here. And then I'd be segueing into the last few topics. I don't have a last few topics. I've been racking my brain for days, and there's just nothing to fucking talk about this week. What am I supposed to tell you? I'm really sick still. I'm stifling coughing. I'm editing out the coughing as much as I can. I just did some editing for Bob Wolf of The Wolf Den. In fact, I didn't even realize when I got up this morning, I'm wearing like full-on Wolf Den armor right now. I have like a Wolf Den, what do you call this, like a snap-on? It's like a button-up, but it's like little metal snappy things. I got a big Wolf Den shirt, and it's really nice. Everybody, wolfdenapparel.com? I don't know. You'll have to check his Twitter or something. I don't know what to talk about. If you want to see my daily sale on Chrono.g in the description, it's a game called Dude Stop, which I have no fucking clue what this game is, other than it looks like it's kind of like indie WarioWare. It's like half off. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm gonna stop the video now so I stop having to edit out coughing, because I'm fucking dying attempting to talk right now. And I'm probably going to lock myself in my editing dungeon for a little while, because it is very difficult to talk for prolonged periods of time. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Until next time, have a nice day.